A lot of traffic pickup where you are?
Well, good afternoon. Certainly it is starting to pick up slowly, but you can see that the police on the ground, the law enforcement agencies that of course comprise of the SABC members, Metro Police, and of course the police from Gauteng that are gathered here at this particular operation, they're not really so much stopping the vehicles. They're trying to make sure that the flow of traffic remains consistent, that as many vehicles as possible can pass through. You would know that, of course, ahead of the annual ZCC Easter pilgrimage, traffic here really piles up heavily. Just about an hour ago, we heard from the Metro Police that the volumes of traffic was already standing at about 2,000 vehicles that are passing here at in about an hour. So it's about 2,000 vehicles in an hour, and it is picking up. So perhaps by around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we'll be standing at something like 5,000 vehicles already passing here in an hour or so. So they're trying to make sure that the volumes of traffic really pass through as speedily as possible. And this morning we spoke to one of the officials who told us that the reason why they've actually navigated towards this move is that they have actually picked up that the more you actually hold up motorists at these stop and go operations, you frustrate them, you clock up traffic, you create major traffic congestions, and that in itself contributes to the frustrations that motorists find themselves in, and they try to make up for that lost time, and that's where speeding comes in, and that leads to some of the road fatalities that we have observed. So I think they're trying to approach the safety road safety operation angle perhaps from a different approach this time around. Whether it works or not, we'll have to of course really just keep tabs on this new strategy and see if it does work. But they still do target vehicles that of course carry large number of passengers, and that is majorly so traffic transport modes, and that is buses and taxis. Just a little while ago we saw them stopping several buses and taxis, and then they opened the road again to make sure that traffic does flow. So I see that manpower on the ground has also beefed up, so they're probably going to start again with that stop and search operation that they were busy with. But it seems like it's all systems go here on the ground. Noms?
Patricia, what about the issue of breathalyzers? Is that going to be standard practice for the police if they stop anyone that they suspect?
That remains one of their main priorities that they will be focusing on. I think in particular later in the evening, when they will be intensifying their afternoon operations at the major intersections. We spoke about that with the minister this morning as well, and he said they really want to holistically and strongly address the issue of drinking and driving. And he was emphasizing that a lot of motorists, in particular in the evening, will be stopped, and they will have to, of course, be subjected to the whole breathalyzer situation. So a lot of motorists, in particular in the evening, because they have also emphasized that a lot of motorists, it's the ones who are driving at night that have a tendency of drinking and driving. So in the morning, not so many of them were subjected to that, but we did see when we were at that operation at the petrol port, some of the motorists were actually tested, but they all did pass. They were not under the influence. So later the evening, perhaps we'll see that coming through very aggressively, and a lot of motorists, of course, will be tested. But the message remains that if you can, please don't drink and drive, adhere to the rules of the road, and try and stop, rest, and don't speed. I think for now it's back to you in studio.
Thanks very much, Patricia, for that. And we're going to take a quick break and have more news for you thereafter.